Hey guys, Amy here with Hailbound Company and Sublimation and More, and in this quick video tutorial I am showing you how to edit our template that we created for sale for our new Ribbon Height Ornaments. Now we're giving you a basic design to start with so you could start pushing these out, but I'm also going to show you how to add other backgrounds and elements to it. And how easy it is just to send them straight to the printer. Now this is for Photoshop only. Photoshop Elements will not work for this due to the smart objects and all the different folders and stuff. So you must have Photoshop to be able to modify this. There could be other programs like Affinity that it may work with, but we haven't tested that, so you'll be taking that chance on your own, okay? Let's go ahead and get started. So over here is where you can see all the different layers we have already. So these are actually folders. We're trying to keep it organized and tight and neat for you guys. So each folder contains a template for each of the Ribbon Height ornaments that we offer currently. Now if we add different shapes to this, we'll just have to create a newer template to sell at a later date with those new shapes. But for now, this contains all of the templates that we currently have available. So as you can see, we have the one piece, the Benbrook, the round horizontal, the round vertical, the scalloped, and the tree. All right. So if you're new to Photoshop, this video will definitely help you, but it could also be a little challenging for you. So you should have some of the basic skills, at least the beginner skills, when you're using our Photoshop templates and mock-ups and that kind of stuff. So if you see the little eye right here, this eye turns the folder on and off, and it also turns the layers on and off, okay? So as you can see, I'm clicking the eye and you're starting to see all the different templates pop up. So this is so that you can create, one template here, go ahead and send it to your printer. If you're doing multiple of these, then you would need to create a new document and then just drag these over and organize them and get them ready for print, especially if you're printing like to the big Epson F570, which you can print a lot at the same time. So for now, we're just going to work on showing you guys how to modify this template and add to it. So I'm going to start with the baby onesie, the baby one piece, I'm sorry. And if you click on the arrow to expand down, you're going to see there's a left and right. So if I click on the eye next to the right, that turns that off. If I click on the eye next to the left, that turns that off. And each one of these is going to have this. I'm going to expand them all so you can see. Okay. So you can see all left and rights. Now, if we're going to edit the left side. So let's say you want a different background, you like the poem, you're just going to keep that. So one of the things you can do is right here is where it says name and year. This is where you're going to change the name and the year. Let's just go over each of these layers one at a time. So I'm going to back up just a little bit. So here is the safe layer. I have this defaulted to turning off, but when you're adding text and elements to it, you'll want to turn it on just to check to make sure you're within your printable area and it's not going over into the bleed. So, but when you get the file, they'll all be turned off. Next is the heart. It's just a little element that I included there. And then you've got the poem, which you can change the poem or the writing. You can delete it, turn it off, save it, add another one if you want. Here is the name and year. Same here. You can turn it off, delete it, or add another one. So if I just click on my text icon over here, let's see, to the left of my toolbar, and let's just change it, say, all right. And we can change the year as well. Get 2023, all right, if we wanted to. Okay, so that's how easily you can edit those. Now you're going to have to edit them on both sides. Keep that in mind, okay? And we did this for a reason. We could have duplicated the smart objects, so when you edited one side, it would automatically populate to the other side. But some people like changing things what they want on the front and the back, so I wanted to make sure that you had that ability to do that. All right, so here where it says right click, replace content. So that's basically what you got to do. You just right click it if you're using a PC, and do replace contents. Now it's going to ask for a different background. So right here is the background we have, but let's change it to this snowy background. And as you can see, we're probably going to have to do some editing, so I'm going to drag it up, and then I'm going to hold my shift key, and I'm just going to drag down. That just so it makes it to where, holding the shift key makes it to where it doesn't distort the image. I believe there's a feature where you can turn that off too. So here is, that's all I did to change the background, okay? So if we wanted to take that heart off there, let's do File, Place, Embed, and we can add, let's say, we can add some snowflakes, all right? So what if we only wanted one snowflake in the middle? So we're gonna backspace out of that. I'm gonna File, open that snowflake palette thing here, and we're gonna choose, let's just choose this one. So I'm gonna come over here, Control C, come back over here, Control V, okay? And you can even change the color of this if you didn't like it, okay? So there we go, okay? You can change the color of the text by just opening up your character window and changing the color to whatever you want. Say you want it to be like a teal color. No, not gonna go good with that. Maybe a dark blue, okay, or maybe even a red. Oh, red looks good. All right, we can do the same thing. You can change the color over here. So just click on your color, change it to red, okay? And so that's how easy you can change the backgrounds to and add elements and even change the fonts, okay? I'm just gonna back up a little bit here. And, all right, we're gonna go ahead and just back up. All right. Now I'm gonna go on and show you. So that was the left side. We can do the same thing for the right side by right-clicking over here, replacing contents, and say I wanted it to be the stripes. Again, the stripes is not gonna fit completely, so we gotta stretch it out and make it fit. There we go. And so that's how easy you can change the background there. All right. I'm gonna undo that. Okay. And this will be how you change everything for all of them. So just turn the eye off here, turn the eye for the Benbrook, and you'll do the same thing. You will expand your left and your right folders. Okay. Okay, and so you can edit the poem and the heart and the elements, and you can add elements by, again, just going to File, Place, Embed, and you may have to resize them. I believe you can even change the heart if you wanted to, so you could just go to you could do, one of the ways to do it is by going to FX and then do color overlay, and as you can see, not gradient overlay, color, which you could do the color overlay, I mean the gradient overlay, we could make it let's say green if you wanted to. So you could even change the heart if you wanted to, the colors on that, all right? Again, this is why we say you've got to have some knowledge of Photoshop to be able to know how to do all this. We're just giving you a starting point here to get creative and start designing with these ornaments. All right, so that is pretty much all there is to it. Stay tuned, we're also going to post another video, if you haven't already watched it, that will be on how to use the mock-up that we created for you to post onto your social media sites for marketing purposes. All right guys, I hope you liked the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you do, and we'll see you again soon.